Okay.
Hello.
Welcome, you guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
How is everyone doing today? Um, as you guys, oops,
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I hear you fine. Do you hear me?
I had YouTube open on a different tab, and so it was replaying itself in the
Oh,
background there.
Okay.
So that's the first time I made that mistake. That's probably a rookie mistake, so I shouldn't be making those mistakes.
okay. There's
Hey,
Ale. Hey, Ale. Welcome.
Hi, Ale.
I'm gonna still call you Allie because you told me I could.
Yes, and and you're the only one who called her dad, so she likes it a lot.
So
Yeah,
that means she will be
So special,
Alejandra,
Alejandra. Yes. Well,
but
not
it will be
Alejandra.
Ali.
Yes,
No,
Alejandra. Alejandra.
but then she will be Alejandra.
Alejandra. And we can sing Ladies Gaga. Alejandra. Alejandra.
Alejandra.
Alejandra.
Alejandra.
Hello, Ruby. Hello, Quicksilver. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Hello,
Hello,
hello.
Ruby and Ashley. Oh, Ashley, I knew you will be here because you read the book, so you will be here
Yeah.
to find out how
Go
this
ahead
goes.
from us. You read it already, so excellent.
Yeah, actually, a couple people read the book. I was talking to Chantel today, and she can't be here tonight, but she's definitely going to be here next week.
Mm.
She just finished the book, and she had positive things to say.
Excellent.
And I know for our friend Ruby here, horror isn't her favorite genre, so she decided she was going to skip this book, but she is here to support us today.
Excellent.
Mhm.
We have Kate in here and Rodo.
Kate,
Konnichiwa,
sure. Okay.
Rodo-san.
Konnichiwa, Rodo.
Hey guys, I'm so happy you're here. Kate, thank you so much. And Rodo, how are you doing? Rodo, I have my
Oh yeah, your mug. Super
the
cool.
stuff I like so much.
Yeah.
Sirhid and Tim Tam. Hello.
Oh, Sarkit, Tim Tam, Marce. Oh, hello, Marce. Marce already.
Marce,
I think
Marcela.
you've already read the book as well.
Oh, good.
That's
Yes,
great.
she did. Yes, she's coping with our book club as well. She's here in Mexico, but she reads English pretty well. The same for Ali. So
That's perfect.
Sarhid and Tim Tam, it's so wonderful to see you every week in here. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a very good production assistant. However, me and my production assistant went book shopping yesterday, and
Oh,
he told me that I already have enough books.
You can never say that. That's the forbidden phrase.
Yeah.
you
So
can rephrase it. Like you can say like, "Oh, it's so wonderful, but we have to know where we're going to put them. We have to make some space or something like that." But if you said directly, "We don't have the space for those books,"
mhm.
it's not good for your health. So he don't do that.
But what he doesn't know is that I went to the bookstore after work today.
Oh my god!
So you didn't want books, so now you will have
Now
more
you
books.
do. You will have books.
That,
There is
That's the
always space
karma.
for more
That's the
books.
karma.
yeah.
So Sarhid, you need to use the reverse psychology. So you tell him,
Yeah.
"Oh, please buy more books. We have so much space. Oh, go ahead and this and this and this and this and this." And then he will say, "Maybe I will refrain this time."
No, I have too many. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't need any more.
I would fall for that. I actually definitely would fall for that.
And Ashley is saying here that if someone here got yummy blue eyes, there's one person. Yes,
I
there's
know
one.
someone in here. Yeah.
I know someone.
I see him in here. Mao is doing
I
like
see him
this,
here.
so I don't know where, where you are for us. But yes,
I'm over here, I think.
the first skinned one in here has blue eyes as well. So it's like Snow White already, all over the place. Yes, I know. Yes, for sure.
I was gonna wear my blue hat today.
Oh, so nice. Book club.
Book club.
Yeah. Excellent.
I didn't want my blue eyes to overtake the
Exactly. Yeah. Today is all about blue eyes. So you take the lead.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Last week was great. We had, I think, 120 people watched the video, and at one point while we were live, I believe we had 35 people watching it at the peak of the stream, which was so nice. And so, of course, I think for the three of us, we're such good friends. We want to talk about books all of the time, but when we're actually reading books, it is a little lonely. You know, it's an activity that we would do on our own, which is fine, which is great. But having you guys here fixes that problem, if that happens to be a problem for you guys. So that means so much. Oh, Ashley says delicious, John. Oh no, I think she knows where I live too. So
I wouldn't know for sure, but I imagine it is so.
Yeah, I can
Just
picture it.
can imagine. Yes. For
Right.
sure.
Ashley, do you know how to use chopsticks? Should I be afraid of you? I don't think I need to be afraid of Ashley. Ashley is a very nice person. And so I got some good feedback from a few people yesterday at the bookstore. My friend Mike works at the bookstore at Chapters, and he's always working there. He's always telling me what to read. And so I asked him if he had a chance to watch many of our live streams. And I don't know if he's here right now, but he was watching last week, and he said, John, I have the best feedback for you guys, and I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way. Take this the best way, because I mean the best by this. But sometimes when he's trying to fall asleep, he clicks on our videos. And he thinks that we're so calming, and he loves book discussion so much. He wants to listen to this, so he's dreaming about our book discussion.
Oh no, I know I can be so boring when I'm just babbling all the way.
So
and I don't care.
soothing.
You can sleep with me. Yes,
Yeah.
you can. Do it.
I didn't think we were going to be in people's bedrooms.
Oh no, my mom has the same thing. Rodo as well. He can be sleepy when we're seeing my videos on my channel. So I will wonder that maybe I'm so calming, and with the three
Yeah,
of us,
I will take this as a compliment. For sure.
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That meant it as a compliment, and I said, well, I'm going to tell the guys, so I hope that they take it in the best way. And some more feedback. My neighbor Cindy, my neighbors Cindy and John, they're lovely. They own a bed and breakfast next door, and they've been sharing this. They've been watching over at the bed and breakfast. So this is something now that's going to be shared with the people who are staying over there. So I need to be
Oh my God.
representative of Newfoundland here.
Such an honor. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So much. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. And so, there's a few people, a couple more clients of mine and some new friends of mine who are going to be joining us tonight. So you guys can say hi to us in the comments as you arrive.
All right, perfect. So I think we can start maybe. So
Yes.
let's review, or let's do a brief recap what the book is about.
Mm-hmm. So hang on now.
Season 1. Wow, it's episode 7 already. Oh my God.
Yes.
Did I get that right? Is it 6 or 7? 7, right? Yeah.
It doesn't feel like so many episodes so far. That's great.
I think this is 7. Yeah, we did an introduction.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah, it's 7 because we had 3 episodes for the names. So
Yes.
this means it's not 6, but 7. Yeah.
Right. So you guys, the eyes are the best part, is what we're talking about today. This book came out last year. And even since then, Monika Kim has been writing. She must be writing all the time, every day, because she's already released another book that came out just a few weeks ago, which I'll mention in a bit. But this book we're talking about, I should bring it down. Check it out. The eyes are the best part. This book is about a young woman named Jiwan. Do you guys remember how to pronounce her name? Jiwan?
G1.
G1.
Yeah.
I think.
Who is absolutely shocked and horrified and just absolutely devastated when her father, who's called Appa, leaves the family unexpectedly. She's devastated, she's shocked, but no one is more shocked than her mother. Her mother's name is Uma. And so what we have here is just this horrible story. It starts off this way, and everyone's so devastated, and the shock really affects Juan really, really greatly. But it's through this disappointment, but also this disappointment that she has with George, her mom's new boyfriend, that this character of Jiwon really starts to unravel, and she really starts to slowly become. Well, I don't know if I can say too much about like what she becomes, but anyway, she truly starts to unravel. This conversation is going to be spoiler free, and I almost gave away a couple of things there.
No, I think that's fine because
think
that
it's-
is actually in the synopsis.
Yes, and we know she
Yeah.
will eat ice and everything. I think that's not a spoiler. It's all over
No,
the place.
it's not.
No,
Mhm.
don't worry.
No, it's not.
Ju-
But
Just one note. One note. Appa and Uma are. It's like saying dad and mom in Korean. It's as like a motto for your dad and your mom. No, yeah, that's
Mhm, mhm.
And something we need to mention is that this is taking place in the contemporary times. So this is not in the past. This is not in the future. It's in these years. Let's say in the 2020s, maybe 2010s or 2020s.
Mhm.
And we need to consider also that Yiwon, so she's like 17. She's already in the university,
Mhm.
and she has a sister that is Ji Yoon. The sister is 15. So the sister is in the high school still, and Yiwon, who is the protagonist and the narrator, is in the university. And this family is from Korea, but they have migrated from Korea to California, and they live in California. And basically, they had a good start because they had good job, they raised some money, but some things happened, and they basically fell apart as a family. And that is what John was saying. So the father decides to leave for some reasons, and then the three women, the mother, Uma, the sister, and the narrator, they basically they're left to survive in this community, which is not so pleasant for Asian people or Korean people. So that's basically the starting point of this novel.
Mhm. Yeah. And so, so this is definitely a horror novel, and this is the only horror I think that we have in this series. So some people chose to skip this book, and some people said that they were only going to read this book. So I find it so fascinating that horror brings out something different in everybody. I couldn't wait to get to this book.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know, what did you guys think about this cover? Because when I saw this cover, I assumed that I thought that, okay, well, someone's going to get attacked by chopsticks. I was expecting like the most gruesome scenes with chopsticks. But what did you guys?
Oh, well, I immediately saw the Korean chopsticks because they are so difficult to use. The easier to use are the Japanese chopsticks, and then you have the Chinese ones, and then the worst are the Korean ones, and they are always metal or almost always metal. So everything gets slippery. So I get why the eye is just like stabbed. That's not proper dining etiquette.
Yeah.
That's you wouldn't do that with chopsticks anywhere because you will get bad reviews by your peers. It's like you don't know how to use chopsticks decently. So this is violent in so many ways because it's like going towards proper eating habits, and then you have a human eye. It certainly is a human eye, and it's freshly obtained from the subject. So
yeah, because the chopsticks are not holding the eyeball. It's not
Yeah.
holding them. One of them has went through the eyeball,
Oh.
and then the other one is like having a bit of pressure. So that's important as well, because it's not just holding it to be eaten. It was actually stabbed, and
Mhm.
then the other one is like making a pressure. I don't know, maybe just to have this blood, and you see the blood is like dripping from the very pointy part.
Right.
So yeah, that was a very good choice for this cover.
100%. There's a second cover too. Have you guys seen this one here?
Oh yes, I
Mhm.
like the other one best. This is so like almost erotic in some sort of way. No,
Uh-huh.
this gagging thing with an eye. It could be a ball,
Mhm.
It could
and
be.
it will be it could go toward SM or other type of narratives. No, so
Mhm.
Mm.
this is interesting. But I really don't like the simplicity of the drawing. It's like
Yeah.
not very well done towards abstract painting
Mhm.
Mhm.
or CGI derivatives, something like that. I really don't like it. The composition, I like it a lot, but it could be done better. I think if it went more towards traditional Korean picture or Asian drawing, like with only flat
Mhm.
Mhm.
colors, it could be better. But I
Right.
don't like this one. It's not.
Yeah, I think they wanted to achieve some effect, because if you see this cover like in landscape,
Mm,
maybe from far away it will look like an eye, like in the
Right.
actual eye, the
uh,
eyeball and the eye. But if you look closely and on portrait, then you see
Right.
the teeth, and then you realize it's a mouth.
okay.
Mhm.
So maybe that's the effect they wanted to achieve. But yeah, I agree. And I don't know, the title, it's not very like prominent
Mm.
in this cover. So I do prefer the other one as well.
Yeah,
Sure.
totally. I like the gory part of this
Mm.
cover.
Yeah.
It contrasts so well with the background. The background is almost arts and crafts towards Asian lotus something, no?
Mhm.
So it's classier. I think it's better done. And Roda says that the other cover is the same as the Yeah Yeah Yes album. I
Uh,
don't know so much about the Yeah Yes, so I don't know what album is that, but
mhm.
I do
I think
know.
you,
Yeah,
you do.
yes. So which album?
Do you have the name of the album in there, Roda, so we can see it? It could be cool.
The one with
No.
head rolls, maybe,
Oh.
or
But yes,
maps?
I
Mhm.
don't know. This could be risky for bookstores. That's for sure.
Mhm.
No, you
Yes.
you wouldn't like put it in the front of the bookstore.
Mhm.
It could be disturbing for some sensitive audiences. Me as a kid, I would love this as a kid, but there are sensitive kids out there that maybe will have nightmares
Mhm.
for life if they see this. So I don't know. This is risky business, no? For a publisher company to go towards this, and I liked it. Uh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
single
Oh, single
zero
zero.
says,
I will look for it.
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm. Yeah,
yes,
it could be. And that just not the cover, because sometimes there are trigger warnings in the book covers, because by the cover itself or by the title itself, you don't know what you will be encountering in this book. So
Mm.
sometimes the trigger warnings will go in the back, or
mm,
maybe in a sticker as well. They will place it on front. But in
mhm,
this case, there's no trigger warning. We
no,
don't have a content warning, but we do have it inside.
yeah,
So and it's interesting because it's very small. Actually, you could miss it very easily.
mm,
But I think it's very important if you are going to go into this book blind,
Mm.
because the content notice that we have in here, it says this book contains depictions of violence, eye horror, body horror, murder, cannibalism, description of war trauma, stalking, sexism, and racism. So it's
Yeah.
oh
so
my
many.
god, where I didn't read that. Don't
Yeah,
Where did you
exactly.
read
That is
that?
why I said it's very difficult
My
to miss out.
god.
It's
Yeah.
right here. You see
Oh
right here?
yeah, content notice in the legal
Yeah,
part.
right here. So, and
Okay.
there's so many. It's not just the violence and the gore, it's also
No.
racism,
Mhm.
sexism, war, cannibalism, murder. There are so many trigger warnings in this
Starvation.
book.
Yeah.
Asian.
And
Asian objectification. Oh my
yeah,
god.
so many. So if you put this in the front of your cover, no one
Yeah.
will read this book.
Well, I would
It will,
I would go for it just right away because
yeah.
it seems tasty. I don't know. It
But it could
really
be
does.
banned. It could be something
Yeah.
that the bookstore will not be wanting to showcase. But in
Mhm.
this case, there's so many. I was shocked when I started reading this book because there's so many trigger warnings in one single story.
Mhm.
but
Uh,
Mhm.
but that, actually that makes it interesting.
there's another little detail in here, so tiny as well, and
Yeah.
it's like a wink for Trekkies. It's so cool. It says,
Mhm.
"Rage is best served raw." This
Right.
is a this is derivative from "Revenge is best served cold"
Cold.
from the second Star Trek motion picture, The Wrath of
Mm-hmm.
Khan.
Right.
Or it's just the Wrath of Khan is in that. And Khan the Conqueror says this when he's having his revenge towards the Federation of Planets. No, so this is so nerdy to have it in here because if you know the reference, well, she knows the reference. If not, it will be here. No, so
Mhm.
and maybe she's a
Exactly.
Trekkie by heart. I don't know.
She is. I
Could
bet
be.
you. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could be because she's actually very young. So
Yeah.
maybe she is.
Mhm.
So Leo Kremayer is here.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the cover of the
it's the
single.
same. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
the same.
Yeah.
absolutely. Mhm.
So,
Oh my god!
you were exactly.
That is a good catch, Rodo. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Oh yes, yes.
So we have a few more people who are.
Yeah.
Dana, thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
That is my darling cousin.
oh.
And let me see.
Leonor Kremayer from.
Leonor is there. Hi, Leonor. Welcome.
Hi. Leonor and Ashley. Well, my daughter had surgery and was placed under anesthesia. The skills the anesthesiologist used to put her to sleep had me thinking
Oh.
if he chose a different path, he would have been a successful serial killer. I think that Ashley, you have an amazing imagination. And I think you need to write a book about
Have
that.
you seen Dexter? The Dexter series? I love that series. And he's that. He's a successful serial killer and a great anesthesiologist. Yes. Mhm.
He brings Dexter up to me on a daily basis because of my job, because of what I do. And I have blood samples in front of me on a slide
Awesome.
every single day. And
So you have a collection in there.
yeah, I don't keep them, I promise.
So many things you could do with those blood samples. Imagine.
Yeah, I don't need any trophies. Marseille says, for me, it was very interesting to see people passing by and watching me reading the book with a sad eye on the cover. I wanted to ask that question earlier as you guys were talking. I was about to say that. What were your experiences while reading this book? Because now you finished it. Marseille, you finished it. Ashley, you finished it. Or Ashley, maybe you listened to the audiobook version. But either way, yeah, I didn't get any weird looks. I read my book in 3 sittings, and I read mine entirely at home.
Okay. I'm doing the same. I cannot bring this with me while traveling on the streets because it would get ruined. My hands are so sweaty and everything is so crowded, and we have rain all over the place and storms. So it's here at home that I've been reading it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know, but for sure I will get some interesting sights if I go there and see people watching me. Oh. Ashley says she hasn't. Okay, you guys, Rodo, I had the same feeling as when you read Justine. Oh yeah, I do. I know.
Justine?
Yes.
Justine in Starbucks.
Justine Marquez de Sade. Marquis de Sade. I think it's in. I know
Marquis de Sade.
It's the darkest, more poetic thing you can read. Georges Bataille, Marquis de Sade, and all those dark poets from the 19th century.
Okay,
Those
yeah.
that's heavy reading, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do
Yes, but it's classical heavy reading. It's just like so classical literature all over the place. I haven't seen Dexter. Oh, you should actually, if you like
Mhm.
gorish content and thrillers and serial killers becoming vigilantes. Dexter is for you. I love him so much.
Yeah, and there's so many seasons, right?
Yeah.
Now.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
the main series that it was in the early 20
In
something.
the
Uh,
20s, yes.
yes, and
Yeah.
then you have the prequel, when Dexter is younger, and you
Mhm.
get to see how he became the guy he is, and
Right.
then you have the new series where some years have passed, he returns, and it's the same actor.
The
In
same actor, yeah. Right.
so interesting. I love him so much.
Hmm. It's
Yeah.
very
Oh,
successful.
so
Yeah.
good. He's so good. Yeah. Uma Thurman is in the new franchise too. The new reboot. I meant to say.
Really? Oh, I haven't seen it. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yeah, Uma Thurman is super cool. Yeah.
So you
That's,
guys, when it comes to this book, I wanted to mention that this book won the Bram Stoker Award for best new novel in the horror genre. So
Mm.
when it came to us selecting books, of course, we want to select the best for our series here. And so I don't know if this information was available to us when we selected the book. I don't remember that.
About
No.
the prize? No, it wasn't.
Stoker Award. That's such a huge award.
Mhm. It is.
You know, so it's so cool, you know, that we have such good taste.
of course, we do. We have.
And
Yeah.
I'm so excited that the first things that we talked about when trying to make up this project was, are we going to follow another prize, another award? And it could be the Bram Stoker, the Nebula, the Ursula K. Le Guin, or something like that.
mhm.
So apparently, we are like pinpointing finalists and winners of those awards in this
Yes. Yes,
selection we
exactly.
did. So it's so
Yeah, and
cool.
that's the beauty of it, because
Yeah.
it's not one single prize. It's a combination of multiple prizes
Mhm.
comprising one super mega prize. So we're collecting different genres, different authors,
Right.
and different perspectives, different styles as well, but
Mm-hmm.
all of them comprising one single super prize.
Mhm.
Not just the Stoker or any other. So that's great. This is actually the super mega prize.
The top of the top. And well, there's also the Shirley Jackson Awards that I follow as well, and this book was nominated for that too. It was
Mm.
listed for the Shirley Jackson Awards, which is so cool. So congratulations to you, Monika Kim, because that is. And it also won the Goodreads choice for best. I don't know if it was best horror or best new horror. I don't think they do a best new novel, but best horror.
Oh,
And now I don't know. Like, in my opinion, Goodreads. I mean, I think people just maybe select whatever, but I mean that's not nothing. And this book has a 3.78 rating on Goodreads, which is really a pretty high number. I don't have much to compare it to because I don't read a lot of horror, but from the horror that I've read, it's pretty highly rated. 3.78 is pretty good.
I'm
yeah.
almost at 5. I don't know, maybe no more, like 20% going through the novel. I haven't finished it.
Mhm.
We're going to finish it for next week. And so far, for me, it's not that good of a horror, but I haven't
Sure.
gotten into the main thing with the eyes and everything.
Mhm.
But there are so many other, like Clive Barker, or I don't know, Brian Lumley, even Stephen King, who I like, but not that much. I think they write better. We will go through the writing, but
Oh, yeah.
this is not such good writing for that kind of hype. No, horror
That is true.
speaking.
That is true.
I don't know. You finished it, Mouth. So what?
But just remember that Goodreads is mostly popularity
Yeah.
system.
Oh,
This is not actually rating, like evaluating a book on terms of quality,
Mm,
narration, all of this. This is more like a popularity rating system. So
mm,
whatever is very popular, regardless if it's very good or not, it's going to be high, having high notes, high rates.
mm,
So you will see 4, 4.5, even 4.8 on very
yeah.
popular books, but that is because a lot of people is reading that, they feel comfy, they feel good reading this book, and then they said, okay, this is a 5-star for me because I felt good reading about this book. I liked it, it was entertaining, but not necessarily because it has a good quality as a
mm,
narration, or a good quality in the writing style, things like that, in the themes.
Hmm.
So that is why Goodreads, it's good for popularity. So you know what is in people's head at the moment. You know what is like the very hype book of the season. And
Hmm.
I think last year the category for best horror was won by Stephen King with
mm.
Never Flinch.
Never flinch.
So that means Monika Kim won best new book, or debut album, debut book. Sorry. So
Right.
I
It
think
was
that's the category she won. Yeah.
fun
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's more like a People's Choice Award, no? A Goodreads
Yeah,
Award.
exactly. And sometimes in Goodreads, you can, of course, you can read a book without having read the book yet.
Of,
Maybe you just do something like that. Or
Mm.
even you can read books before they're being published. So
Yeah.
actually, that should not be allowed, but you can. Let's say the new Haruki Murakami book is going to be released at the end of the year. So
mm,
Hmm.
if you go to the Goodreads page, you can still rate it now, and you
yeah,
say, oh, okay, this is a 5-star, or this is a 1-star for me. But
Hmm.
the book is not out yet, so you should not be able to, but still you can. So it's a very flow, very full of, I don't know, controversial things. This
mm,
system,
Yeah.
but
mhm,
it's good for popularity. But I think that's it about Goodreads.
mm,
Right.
mm, mm. I would say that when you enter this type of criteria, it's interesting because if it's not even a 4 out of 5 by consensus in the Goodreads community, and
Hmm.
it won the Bram Stoker Award. That it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
important, and there's a jury in there that knows
Mm.
its business or
It
their
is
business.
for
So
sure.
it really shows how things are working with popularity nowadays, and how maybe things are tweaked by platforms and wanting to be popular and wanting to sell more books or whatever. And in the other side, so many people, I think it's abandons books. You know, they just say, I know I will DNF this book because I'm around 30 pages long and I don't like it, and they will rate it with 2 stars or something like that.
Right.
And
Yes.
they didn't even finish the book, and that's for me that's not fair.
Right.
And this kind of rating maybe is towards that type of criteria as well.
Yeah.
And remember, Goodreads is part of Amazon. So
Yeah.
Amazon is the owner of Goodreads. So
Yeah.
they treat Goodreads like their books catalog.
Hmm.
So whatever lists they publish, sometimes they say the biggest books of the summer,
Hmm.
or top 10 books you need to read this Halloween. So
Right.
all of those, this is curated not in terms of quality, this is curated in terms of popularity and sales. They want to
Yeah.
push these books to, so people know they exist and they will be buying the book. So it's all like a marketing system in
Yeah.
Goodreads. That doesn't mean that it's so bad. It's actually good because you can find good things there. You can find community, you
Oh,
can create lists, and it's good for organizing your reading as well.
yeah. Hmm.
But bear in mind that this is not a quality system. This is more like a popularity system.
When we did our spreadsheet and our first selection, I remember we went with 2 or 3 criterias. Goodreads was one of our radars for the what people were saying or thinking about the books that we were trying to
Mm-hmm.
select. And I remember the Baldwin being there, this one, the TJ Klum being there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was one of our criteria as well to know what people were expecting or saying about it with the Goodreads Award. It wasn't yet finished. There weren't winners still announced, but we were towards there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, it's like a radar of some sort.
100%. You can definitely use it as a tool. And so even today at the bookstore, when I was spending my money, my money.
Don't listen to anything about this, Sarhit.
It's your money. You can spend it whatever you want.
Thank you so much. Yep, I need to get you to say that again. But anyway, just use it as a tool, And so if you like my taste, or if you like Javi's taste, if you like Mao's taste, we'll add them on Goodreads. And then maybe, when you're at the bookstore, I can say, oh, Mao really loved this book. So even last night in bed, actually, I'll go off on a tangent there about what I'm reading right now. But like, I can really use Goodreads as a tool, because I know I often like Mao's taste, or I like Javi's taste. And then if you guys gave 2 stars to a book, okay, well, maybe I can decide between which book to buy. I won't buy this one right now. So it's a pretty good tool when you know how to use it.
But we are honest people, and we are honest readers. I will never rate something I didn't finish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to finish the book in order to really, really comprehend what was there and to rate it. If I DNF, I don't DNF books ever. But if I could DNF a book, I wouldn't rate it at all, because it's not fair for anyone.
Exactly. So in Goodreads, you can put, I think, no rating, but still a comment or a summary of your thoughts and experiences. So you can do that, and some people do it. So DNF maybe 50% or 40%, but they don't give a rating. The bad thing is when you do rate the book without finishing it, because that is not so you're not actually experiencing the whole story. So how you will rate it? It's like a movie. If you watch half of a movie, how you will be rating the movie without knowing how it ends, because sometimes the third act is the best one. So I don't know. It has some things, Goodreads, that could be improved.
100%.
The side effects
So actually says this book had me thinking about the side effects of the condition she suffered from. Okay, so the main character. Throughout the book, she was experiencing psychosis. I wonder if there will be a second book. So yes, that's not really a spoiler, because we assume like this woman is deranged to some extent. She must be suffering from something. And so making that assumption, I see your point there. And I wonder if there'll be a second book. I have an opinion about that, but I won't say. Actually, I'll comment on that next week, I promise, because I want to make sure that Javi and the other people who haven't finished this book have a chance to finish before I say anything.
Yeah, we cannot say that. Not yet. But one thing about, she mentions what she suffered from. This is also in the synopsis, so it's not a spoiler. It's mentioned in the synopsis that she's having some dreams, so very bad dreams, intense dreams. And those dreams mixed up with reality in some points.
Right.
So definitely she has something going around on her head, but we will not discuss the details today. Next week we'll discuss everything about that.
But I promise you, I'll come back to that. I won't forget that you said that. And Joanna is here, you guys.
Oh, how are you, Joe? How are you? Hello. From Colombia.
Yeah.
To the world.
So, Monika Kim, I will, if you like, I will read her own biography. She has her website going on, and she has this long bio. It's like, I don't know, 10, 12 sentences. I don't know, but it's okay. It's longer than I don't know what. So she says, Monika Kim is a Sunday Times best-selling and Bram Stoker Award-winning author of The Eyes Are the Best Part. Monika graduated from the University of California, Davis with a BA in communication. Since 2016, she has been working for an environmental agency based in Southern California. In her current role, Monika's work is focused on environmental justice and assisting underserved communities through outreach and youth education programs. Monika is passionate about the environment and climate justice, and I will say ICE. Through her books, she seeks to raise awareness of the Asian American experience as well as of feminist issues. Uh, to say that this is considered feminist fiction in many places. Monika is a second generation Korean American living in Los Angeles. She learned about eating fish eyes and other Korean superstitions from her mother, who immigrated to California from Seoul in 1985. So, well, she's very young. Something that you can see in other places about her is that she writes this subversive horror debut that explores feminine rage, family trauma, and consumption. So, well, I don't know. It's interesting that she's an environmentalist, and at the same time, she's having this fiction published. It's interesting. Really, really, she's very young. And being Korean American with Korean parents, well, is again, we are reading immigration related literature, and that's something that I've been like finding this last 2 years or so.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah,
that's true. So one thing to mention about her. So at the end of the book, in the acknowledgments. So this is not a spoiler. In the acknowledgments, she mentions that the Uma character, which is the mother. So actually, we don't know the name of the mother. She's always called Uma. It's like mommy or mom. So she says that Uma is not based on her mother. So her mother is actually a good person. So her mother is so nice. So Uma is not her. But she did mention that this condition about immigrants from Korea into the US is taken from people she knows. So friends, maybe people who heard her stories. And that means this is like a very relevant situation for Korean immigrants, and not only Korean, because we have seen in other books, Chinese, Japanese, all of these people migrating to the US. It's not always a good situation they fell in. They suffer so many things and they risk so many things just with the sole purpose of having a good education for their children. So she's a second generation immigrant or Korean American. So that means she knows what the family went through. So she's able now to be an environmentalist, an author, a well-educated lady, a woman. So that's important to note. So this is based on things she heard about other people in her surroundings, and this indicates that this is still happening in nowadays, which is very sad.
Yeah. In the novel, the one who immigrates from Korea, from Seoul to California, is the father. So in real life, it was the mother of Monika Kim. So it's interesting. She just flipped the immigration thing in her family towards the novel. So maybe the one that is not such a good person is the father. I don't know.
It could be.
In real life.
We'll discuss about the father next week.
Okay. I will attend to my. Well, today, even if I have finished, we wouldn't be talking about spoilers. So not only because I didn't finish.
No, the idea is for you in the audience to read the book. You still have 1 week to finish it. So it's really, really, really worth it for sure.
Exactly.
And you've read another novel from Monika Kim.
You just took the words right out of my mouth.
Molka.
So I actually, John read it, and myself, I read it also, but I don't remember who found this book first. I think it was you in the bookstore.
It was John, and he recommended it to you, and then you read it first. Oh, well, almost at the same time. You started it first. I know everything about you guys. I keep a record. You don't know that, but I keep a record. So you started it first, and then both of you read it almost at the same time. But you finish it first now. Just like 2 days early or something like that. Yes.
So this was John in the bookstore one of those days when he goes and spends his money, like today and yesterday and the day before.
Splurging Johns.
So he found this book there, and you noticed that this was the same author, no, Monika Kim.
Yeah.
So that is why he said you bought it, and you said, "Oh, this is the new book," and then finding the releases in I think it was in April. This was released in April this year. So then we read it.
They have a theme going on with the graphic. I think
the color is very similar, and the blood
very similar. Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's really interesting. So for anyone who doesn't know, molka is the term used in Korea for hidden cameras. That actually this was like they said this is like a pandemic. So the people went and buy these very small cameras, like I don't know, something very 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 small, and then they place these cameras on bathrooms or offices or even apartments, and people don't know. And these cameras connect to the computer of that person, and he's spying on them. Mostly for ladies, and mostly in bathrooms or in the restrooms. So this was a huge thing in Korea a few years ago, and this is called the Molka pandemic, or this pandemic about hidden cameras everywhere. So that is why she raised this topic, and that is why it's called Molka. And you see, can you show the book again? It shows like this is like a grid. Yeah, you see like the ventilation grid. But there's a camera behind. So there's a camera recording behind. So that means. And the blood, of course, it's Monika Kim. So they will have some gory things. That's why
it's a bathroom. That's bathroom.
Yeah, it looks to be a bathroom.
Yeah.
Bells,
Yeah,
it looks to be.
Totally.
And
so it's really interesting.
Yeah. Also
what do you think about it? Do you think it's the same level of literature than this book? It's more interesting, less interesting. What do you think about it?
It's pretty equivalent, I think. It's pretty much on par with what we have with The Eyes Are the Best Part. Any criticism I had for this book, I also had it for The Eyes Are the Best Part, and we'll get that into that next week. I will say that this one had more horror elements right from the start and then consistently throughout. Whereas with The Eyes Are the Best Part, we get into the horror maybe like at the halfway point. So I liked this one a little bit more for that, if you know what I mean. I don't know, Matt, do you agree or disagree with that? But
yes, because as we saw before, so the content warning. So this one again, so violence, body horror, murder, cannibalism, war trauma, sexism, and racism. So this is a lot, but Molka has even more, because Molka is extending the horror to other realms. So this is like body horror. So this is in the reality. This is people doing bad things, and that becomes horror. But Molka also explores like paranormal horror. Like it explores supernatural horror mixed up with the real body horror. So can you please check, John, in your book, in your copy, does it have a warning notice as well? A content warning like that? Maybe that it has.
Content notice. Molka contains depictions of voyeurism, misogyny, violence, murder, body horror, stalking, sexual harassment, and sexual assault, and references to suicide.
All the things that YouTube don't want you to say in your videos, my friend.
Yeah, will be banned. This stream will be taken down.
Hopefully not, but it will not. I don't know how much time has passed, because if it's past
48.
Okay, yeah, well, we can be so like a little safer.
Because otherwise John's channel will get a strike.
Strike one.
Strike one.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, no.
You're just starting, my friend.
We should not say those words. That's true. We should not.
No.
But yeah, just so you see, just one single story, how many trigger warnings it has. It has a lot, and it doesn't mention the paranormal horror, because it has some paranormal horror. So it's a lot. So this author really is combining so many things.
Yeah.
Okay, let me close my window because it's raining. I will come back.
All right.
Yeah. So Ashley says this happens in real life. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so horrifying. And this network that existed in Korea, it's based on real events. There's a whole network of powerful people, powerful men
Oh,
that were paying for these awful videos. And so, yeah, Monika Kim definitely did a pretty good job talking about that. And she did a great job bringing in elements of ghosts and spirits, and she incorporated so many horrific things into the book, I thought.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wonder in her next novel what she will be exploring, because she has covered so many content warnings so far. So maybe not to repeat herself, she will be doing something fully different. So who knows? It's very interesting. And Molka was released this year, and The Eyes Are the Best Part last year or 2 years ago. So it's very frequent, right? So maybe, I don't know, in 1 year she will get another book.
But she only has these 2 books.
Only 2, yes, only 2.
That's right. So maybe she wants to be a horror novel writer. I don't know. We don't have that many women in horror, I think. Right now, it's mostly men. So it's interesting to have this focusing on horror by a feminist woman. I see the feminist topic again in this other book you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, Molka is more feminist than this one. Yes, absolutely. It's more.
Even so. Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, well, we can characters. Okay, we got. I was going to talk about the writing, but not characters. Yes. So, what do you think about the characters so far?
Yeah. So, well, we have Jiwon, of course, as the main character. What do I think about Jiwon? So, she's definitely hard to relate to, isn't she? Sometimes you want the main character to be so relatable, even in a horror novel. And so, of course, we can't really have that experience. She develops this taste for human eyeballs. And so, where it comes from, of course, we can relate to all that. We can relate to the patriarchy and this fight for equal rights, and that's what feminism is. It's equality between all genders. It's not that women are better or women are more powerful. It's not about getting the power. It's about sharing it all, right? And so we get all of that, which is great through Jiwon, but yeah, I wanted a main character that I could relate to. I did like the character development. I had some issues with it, which I'll get into next week. I did like the character development of that slow unraveling and the climax at the end. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get to it. But yeah, I really felt for her being so deeply disturbed by George. George is such an awful person. It won't take you too long after you're at chapter 8, Javi. You'll get a feel for what I'm talking about pretty soon. There's so many awful men, and there's so many wonderful and beautiful women who are in relationships with some awful and controlling men. And so I really felt that the author did a pretty good job with Jiwon, with her struggling with that. And I couldn't help but compare it to the names, because Florence Knapp did such a wonderful job. Florence Knapp didn't write a horror novel, but it's so hard not
almost to. She almost did. Yes.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah. But I couldn't help but compare it, because Florence Knapp did such a masterful job, whereas Monika Kim, good job, but probably not 5 stars for me. And I also wanted to say, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's one of my thoughts on G1 so far. But what did you guys think, or what were your initial thoughts?
Well, my initial thoughts, because I really, I'm just, I think this is starting very slow for me.
Hmm.
So I have great expectations towards the next page and the next page. But for me, it's chapter 8, and we are still suffering from Ji-won's obnoxious behavior towards her poor mother. I don't know why she's so non-empathetic towards someone who has suffered as much as her mother has. Uh, I don't get it, no, because she's a second uh, generation immigrant, and they see how things change in their family because it's there all the time. So I don't know. It's weird. I'm not liking her at all. I don't like her. I cannot get the sister at all. It's like, for me, it's like furniture. It's like furniture, like a pop, but like a mascot or something like that. For me, the sister is non-existent,
Hmm.
and the mother for me is the protagonist so far. She's interesting. I want to know more about her. I've already come to a part that they told the narrator told us about her life and how she waited for her parents to arrive, and she was starving, and all her siblings just like went away and took her for death. No, so it was like interesting at that point.
Hmm.
Mm, and it talks about a Korea that we know happened when Korea was poor and was freshly divided into these two uh, prices for Russia and the United States.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm waiting for something more. I will hope that it goes better, because so far it's like, oh my god, what I'm accustomed to gory things from almost from the beginning, especially from women. Here in Mexico, we have Carla Zarate's morbid corporal horror with sexual topics going on,
Hmm.
and she goes from the first page telling you, she was eating a finger, and then it will unravel from there, no? So I'm
Mhm.
accustomed to that, and I like it a lot, and I was like, oh, it's going to be like Carla Zarate but from Korea, no? Or well, almost, no, Korean like. And it's not, it's like slow for me, and the characters haven't developed so much, unless we're talking about the mother.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's remind everyone that today we're talking without spoilers, and next week we'll discuss full spoilers. So, taking that into consideration, so we need to know also this book is narrated in first person. So,
Hmm.
the protagonist, Ji Won, she is telling us this story from her point of view. And when
Hmm.
that happens, we need to be aware that sometimes the narrator is not reliable. Sometimes the narrator's point of view might be missing things. There may be some gaps and things like that because we don't have the full picture. And as
Hmm.
Ashley was saying before, she's having something going on in her head. So she has these dreams, she has these things going on when she is like thinking about someone or waking up from her naps. So it makes her even more unreliable sometimes. So
Hmm.
maybe that is why you don't connect necessarily with her immediately when you start the book.
Right.
So this is the main protagonist, but I think there are two people in this, or two characters in this book that are actually the protagonist for me. One is Ji-won, and the second one will be George.
Yeah.
George is the new love interest of her mother, so basically her boyfriend, and this is the person. He's white. He he's an American, basically from California, and she has very intense blue eyes. So she has very bright and very vivid blue eyes, and that is why in the synopsis it says that Jiwon like she raises a fixation on these blue eyes, and
Mhm.
that unravels on other things. So those two characters are the main ones for me. And like Javi, I cannot stand Ji-won. She's, of course, we know from the beginning that she is in a broken family because the father left. They lost their money,
Mhm.
so they had to live now in a very small apartment. She has to share the bedroom with her sister, and they don't have any privacy. She has to go to the university, walking because sometimes they don't have the money. The food is not the best all every day. So the mother is also suffering because she doesn't understand why the father left. So all of this combined makes her having that personality. So she's very reactive. She's very like not empathetic with the mother. She's always blaming someone else. Then when this guy George arrives in this family, so of course she's reactive. She doesn't want that person at all,
Mhm.
but she fixates on her on his blue eyes, and that is the tricky part. So how to combine? I don't like my mother's boyfriend, but I am in love with his blue eyes. So that combination makes it interesting.
Mhm.
So for me, character, there's not much development because this is like contemporary fiction, so you don't expect to have a huge arc for each character development.
Mhm.
But I think the author makes a good work in showcasing this teenager or this young lady versus this man, this grown up man.
Mhm.
The character of Yu-Won is 19, I think.
19, yeah, so she's in the university already, right?
Uh,
Right.
And the sister is 15.
this 19 character so far for me is like she's 12. I don't
A child
can
is,
stand
yeah.
her. Yes, it's like tantrums all over the place. She's always complaining. It's
Mhm.
so self-centered, and I got some part it was like, okay, this is her personality. She says she was lost in her thoughts about talking about her mother, and had no idea how awful she was making me feel by crying. It's like your mother is crying and you want her to acknowledge that you're having a bad time by seeing her crying. It's like, are
Mhm.
you out of your mind? What's happening with you, poor girl?
Thinking about
No,
Javi, when I read that part of the book, I was thinking about you. I knew you were going to have something to say.
you know me so well, my friend.
Of course, of
I
course.
know.
No, Javi really doesn't like whiny characters, and
No.
neither do I. Neither do I. But I love that about you, Javi. You're not always predictable, which I like, but I do know some general uh, about you and your recent experiences, and I was thinking about you for sure.
Hmm.
I'll add to it
Hmm.
too, because, like, in so many instances at the beginning of the book, I think I can say this. This isn't a spoiler. She did seem like she was 12, 13, 14 years old, such a young person. But then she also gives these deep contemplative thoughts about, well, certain things that she's going to do. I won't say what they are. And so there's this weird polarity between she's so young and she's so juvenile and so childish and so whiny, but then she also wants to do these big adult things and she takes on so much in such a twisted way. So yeah, we'll have a lot to discuss about next week.
Yeah, I can't wait for this spoiler discussion.
Mhm.
Maybe that's a thing that happens with people who are adult, because at 19 you're an adult.
Hmm.
Your brain is almost finished. You only have 6 more years for your brain to finish its development, so you don't have many arguments about being
Mhm.
childish.
Mhm.
You shouldn't. And then I think I've seen this a lot. It's this personality that it's so self-centered that it's always like me and myself, and it's not empathetic with people. But
Mhm.
when they want to do something, they do it like not grown up, but something more than a grown up, because they have this possibility in them. They don't show it, but they have it, and they are structured enough and they are mature enough to do mostly awful things. I wouldn't refer to. I'm thinking about real things that have happened with young people going and having something done to other people in schools, for example.
Mhm.
It's like, what? You're only 12, or you're 19, 17, and I don't know, you've just finished 7 of your co-students. No, your friends are not
Mhm.
alive anymore because of you. So and you've planned it, and you went and have all those things booked. So and you did this horrible thing. So for me, it's like, maybe it's people who really do know what they are doing, and they acknowledge other people, but are so selfish that they
Mhm.
wouldn't show it, so they get underrated by other people as well, by others, and
Mhm.
at the same time they can act whenever they want in these complex ways without noticing. Anybody will not notice that it's going to happen. No? I don't know,
Mhm.
something like that.
Actually, I think as an author, you need to be very careful when you write a character like that. When you
Mhm.
write a young character, as you said, maybe childish in some things, but
Right.
very mature in other things, and
Yeah.
usually mature in the bad things and
Yeah.
childish in the day-to-day things.
Right, right,
So
right.
you need to be very careful writing these characters, otherwise it will look like cartoonish, or it will look like you don't know which point of view are you going to tell about this person, and then
Mhm.
you will never relate to the character. At the
Yeah.
beginning of the story, maybe that is what happens because the author does not define exactly who she is. Is she childish, or is she a murderer, or is she having something inside her head? It's very like cumbersome to pick some items and define her as a
Yeah.
character.
Mm.
As the story progresses, you kind of do it. But yeah, I do acknowledge that part of this character at the beginning. It's very difficult to relate to that. And also, she blames a lot. So anything that happens bad in her life, she tries to blame on someone or something, or
Mhm.
the situation, the politics, the society. She always tries to find a guilty person or guilty argument,
Mhm.
and that's also negative, I think, because she's always trying to rely on other people and not having responsibility on her own.
Mhm.
But who knows? Maybe Monica Kim met someone like that, or she was like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
It will be impossible to tell. But yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky way to define a character like that.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm. Ashley has some comments there. She says, "I didn't relate to any this time."
Oh.
Um, do you mean
To
the
any
character?
character,
To
I
any
think.
character in this book.
Yeah, for me, I'd say maybe a little bit to Ji Hyun because Ji Hyun didn't felt seen in the during the chaos, and when her parents broke up, she felt like she wasn't seen. She was so confused and so mixed in the chaos. So I hear what you're saying, Ashley. It's hard to relate to any of the main characters, but the sister, I felt a little bit relatable. Um, um, anyway, not that I can relate to, with my personal experiences, but we've all been lost in family dramas or in conflicts and situations, right? And so Jihyun is a little bit like the peacekeeper. I think there's a peacekeeper in all three of us, and in everyone listening, we've all tried to be the peacekeeper in certain situations. So for me, that she's the only character I could really kind of relate to. The author
Mhm.
really didn't create any characters for her readers to yeah, relate to in any way. Maybe Uma a little bit.
If there was a good characterization of something, what would you say it is in the book? Because in some books, it's the environment or the land or
Mm,
some animal or something like that. In here, uh, that exists, or she didn't do anything at all like that.
Good question. Yeah,
But you mean a character or a place or an object?
Yes, yeah, it could be that your house is a character. For example, in
Mhm.
some novels, the house is a character on itself, no, and it's a good character, no? Or the
Mhm.
place, the country, or the city, or wherever. In this novel, do you have something like that? Do you?
So outstanding
Yeah,
character for me,
good.
no.
No, no.
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and though there's so much I want to say, I can't say it yet because I'll give away way too much.
Okay.
But we'll come back to that for sure. Yeah, there's no. No, the answer's no.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ashley.
So one more thing, because we were saying about the blaming, right? So she's always blaming something or someone. I'm
Mhm.
trying to find the word because I didn't took note. I didn't take note, but she mentions at the beginning of the novel that in Korea they have a term
Oh yeah.
for the good luck or the bad luck.
Uh-huh.
Like your destiny, no? It's
Yeah,
just
exactly. So sometimes
Mm.
based on your birth timing, under which sign or under which conditions you were born, that
Mhm.
means you have a bad luck or a good luck in your destiny, and they have a term for that. So
yes.
that is also um, another way she's telling us, I'm going to blame someone or something, and if I don't have anyone to blame, I'm going to blame my destiny,
Mm.
Right.
the destiny of my family, the
Yeah.
destiny
Yeah.
of my mother, my father. So there's someone always to blame, and in one part she blames destiny, and
Right.
she has a special word for that in Korea. And it seems in Korea your fate, your destiny is very important. That is why they want the children to be born under certain stars, for example, or constellations, or under certain sign, certain year, certain moment of the year, because otherwise you will be born under a bad sign and you will have a bad destiny,
Is
and that's
pa-
actually really sad. Hmm?
Palja. Palja.
Panja, yeah,
Okay.
Palja.
Panja. So she
Cool.
blames Panja because of everything that's happening to her family. Oh, it's Panja. Maybe we were born under a bad sign, and now we are like doomed to always be under this bad situation.
It says in Korean the word for fortune is palja. It comes from the term Saju Palja, which means the four pillars of destiny. These four pillars are based on the year, month, day, and hour of a person's birth. It's almost like I know that a Korean did whatever they wanted with their original culture, that is Chinese. So they just wrote their own alphabet because it was so difficult to have the kanjis. Well, the pictograms originally from China. They developed their own language. So I think this is a derivative of course, of the five elements from China and the moment that you were born towards those elements and animals as well. You have the 12 animals from the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac, of course. So I think it's something like that, but in a Korean washed way, I think. No,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
could be.
Could be.
That could be a possibility.
Well, I worked with Korean people for 8 years here in Mexico. They are difficult people, very, very difficult people. They come here with this like business mind that we are their workers and they are in our country. So they will never speak to you in Spanish in a meeting, for example. And if you want to know what they are saying in front of you about you, you have to learn proper Korean. If not, you're just going to not understand anything that they are saying. For example, so many examples I have from 8 years of working. I wouldn't do that again for sure. So many things in this novel reminded me of those like ways they have. The father, for example, the way he behaves towards the mother. I've seen that type of misogynistic behavior.
Mhm.
person. No, the mother cooking all
Mhm.
day long and just wasting the food because the father wasn't in the mood or wasn't there.
Mhm.
Things like that.
Mm.
Mm,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's very prominent. Sometimes she cooks big meals and delicious food and
Right.
expensive because they have to buy the ingredients,
Mhm.
and they just do it on like the person is not there and the person will never be in the table, but still they serve the
yeah.
plate and the drink. It's like a symbolic thing maybe they have that
Mhm.
if the person is not there, still they will serve the food, but then they just throw away the food. So
Oh,
Right.
that's actually complicated to understand, I think.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
On that note, Ashley mentions he doesn't like spicy food.
That's a bad sign. You shouldn't marry someone who do not want to have spicy food.
Yeah, you have to have the
Well,
spice.
at least in my family, everybody loves to cry about the spicy food. It's just like you're eating and crying at the same time
Hmm,
Mhm.
because it's so spicy.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
seen this one. But I was working in India some years ago, and there was a person, and there was like it was a man like 50 years old, and
mm,
he wanted to impress us. So us foreign people, he wanted to impress us, and he ordered in a restaurant very spicy food,
mm.
but it was really really spicy. So he was eating, and at the same time he was crying and crying
I
and
love that.
crying.
Love that.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's going to be in a shock at the moment. He will be dying here."
Yeah.
And he was like,
Call the ambulance.
forcing a smile, but I
Uh,
crying at the same time, just to impress us. So that
mhm.
was so uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here in Mexico, we have spicy food all over the place. I think Korean food is spicy as well. I love when they do it spicy, you cannot breathe. It's just the
Mm.
chili from Korea is strong, as strong as our stronger chilies here in Mexico.
Mhm.
But they are somehow like more acid, like
Mhm.
vinegary, and it will just sink into your whole being, the Korean.
Mm.
Wow.
So it really you will not be able to breathe. It's like eating habanero here in Mexico. If you eat habanero, it's a type of chili. You
Mhm.
will gag. You will not be breathing properly because it
Oh
just
my god.
sinks into your being. It's so wonderful. I really do love chili.
Be doing that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'll make you uncomfortable. Um,
Don't worry, my friend. I will never let you eat something like that. Maybe just a tiny sample so you know proper chile from Mexico. No.
sure, I'll try anything.
Yes, yes, yes. But
Mm.
that's the whole thing. Don't worry.
Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, in the book, George, the one of the protagonists, he has so many opinions about how he, one thing I hated about the character was that at a restaurant he was the expert on Asian cuisine. Oh, and maybe you haven't gotten to that part yet, but
No, 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 don't worry. No, go ahead, please.
this is not like a big,
No,
big
it's not a
No.
spoiler.
part of the novel, but it's so cringeworthy. It's not the worst scene for George, but in the author's attempt to make you hate George, does a really good job because he tells the girls, so the sisters, about what real authentic Asian food is, and it'll make you really mad for sure.
It's like someone telling me tacos from Taco Bell are proper tacos
Yes,
from Mexico.
exactly. Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
we take our food really seriously.
Oh, my torta. Ah, yes, I love it so
Torta.
much. You will have a torta, a proper torta here in Mexico. We will do it for you. You won't have it outside, of course, but we will do it for you. And I don't know if you saw it, but your cat, where our cat from the book
Oh, the
club,
cat. I
Pin
forgot
is in
about the
here.
cat actually.
Well, I will rearrange my pin because I think I tried to be so creative with the D in Canada, but maybe in here it will look better.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I can see it now. And
Yes.
now I did notice that you weren't wearing
I
yours.
don't have it. It's actually in my bag,
Wow.
but my bag is downstairs. So sorry.
You're gonna be that guy.
Sacrilege, Mauricio.
Yeah, unforgivable.
Don't. Because if you lose it, you're out of the club. I'm kidding.
Oh no, I will never lose it for
But-
sure.
Mao's the one who's always reminding me, your pin.
Yeah.
You don't have the pin. Where's the pin?
But no, I'm sorry. It's in the back. I don't have it here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
She was very mature. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I agree. So far for me, that's the
Mhm.
vibe. Psychopathy. I would love we have an expert in here. Rodo, I don't know where you are, but you are the expert in
Mhm.
psychology in this. Well, I don't know if any of other one of you is a psychologist in here or psychiatrist maybe. But yes, psychopathy. I think that's how you define someone who is maybe psychosis as well. If she's having these vivid dreams and they are like blurring reality towards what's happening in her mind, it could be psychosis as well, as far as I know, because I'm not the expert. But psychopathy for sure. You have these degrees of something patty, no? Like empathy is the best thing you can want to achieve.
Mhm.
And the worst thing is psychopathy, you know? So in between, there's like these moments of not acknowledging others and only being self-centered. And psychopathy is the worst of it. No?
Yeah. Hey, Martha.
Hello, Martha.
No matter
Stephenville.
Martha drove across the island. So Newfoundland is an island. I guess you guys know that. Martha drove across the island today, and she's many, many hours away from me right now. So Martha is the owner of Penny. Penny,
wow.
the dog.
We know Penny so well, and
We
we love
love
Penny.
Penny.
We all love them. We love
Absolutely.
Penny.
She's in your avatar, in your picture for the channel, because she's so gorgeous. It's such a wonderful baby dog.
Yeah. We love her so much. So yeah, so I think we talked about the characters pretty well, but is there anything that you guys wanted to add? We'll have so much more to say next week, but I wanted to add that George is awful. He's slick. He's slimy. He's a master manipulator. And if you don't hate him, I will have a problem with you next week.
I will try to hate him. For sure, you know, I don't like characters that are like the things you've described. So just to wonder if someone is around the 8th chapter, so then the mother does get a proper white United States citizen gentleman to be her boyfriend, because that's the key to happiness. As far as I go, as I'm reading, that's the idea she gets from her, I don't know, friends or someone she knows. So she gets that boyfriend.
Yeah, it's in the synopsis. In the synopsis, it's there. So the new boyfriend is white.
Okay.
With sparkly blue eyes. But it's a really bad person.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm sorry, I am late joining, but I will also later to catch up. Christina. Hello, Christina.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Welcome. You can show up anytime you want to. There are no rules.
Oh.
But yeah, so on that point, it's really so sad that is one of Uma's definitions of success is she has to identify through being married off to or just being married, not necessarily to an American guy, but she in order to be happy, she has to have somebody, and yeah.
Well, maybe I don't know. As far as I've seen the mother, she doesn't. She's not so well constructed about that. But eventually in my life, I came to this decision that I don't want to be by myself, for
Mhm.
example. You know, so my happiness is with someone. In my case,
Mhm.
you know? And I
Mhm.
think that's a decision I'm making about my fulfillment in life, because I want to be with someone and to have plans to be together, to go places, to but the proper someone. The I think I got it, so I've got him already. But maybe people can be with someone to be happy. I don't think that's this feminist argument about you have to be your own woman to be happy, and that's the whole thing. Yes, but not everybody. No, I get it that historically women have had to be with a husband to be someone,
Mhm.
and maybe that's where this comes from. But I don't know. Humanly speaking, you could choose to be not alone to be happy. I don't know.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, as you said, especially women, but for example, this protagonist, Ji Won, so
Mhm.
she's a newer generation, so she doesn't fall into that social aspect of being married to be considered someone. So for her, it's fine, but for the mother, it's the other way because she's already elder person, and she
Mhm.
comes from Korea, and in Korea, back then, women they had to be married with someone,
Yeah.
otherwise they cannot work, they cannot have properties, they cannot be someone in society. So that is why they had to be married to someone, even if it's someone they don't like or they don't love. They have to have someone uh, in the legal aspect. Let's say they have
Right.
to be married to someone, and when they go to America or to California in this case,
Mhm.
so they face this other reality in which women in California, especially, they don't have to be married to be someone, to be successful, to be professional, to have money.
Mhm.
Mm,
So for the mother, it's like this. She has to be confronted. She has to be like facing this new reality.
mm,
But for the girls, so 115, 119, they are a newer generation, so they don't necessarily have to be married. They
Mhm.
can be alone if they want, but they
Mhm.
have this reference from her mother that the
mm.
mother had to do it, otherwise she will not survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
So
Excellent.
awful. Yeah.
Oh. That Ashley is saying something that I don't understand. That they keep on showing up at my house,
Let's
I,
see here.
and I've tried to follow the thread, but I don't understand. Ashley, who
I have
is
filled out census twice
showing
now.
at your house?
I
I filled
just
out a
filled out a physical
in
copy.
Canada, we had to fill out a census, and on the census, we had to say if we're in a common law relationship or if we're a single. We
Ah,
had to comment on who's living in our basement apartment. And so,
yes.
house. Well, I only had one, Ashley, and I filled it out and I sent it in. And so,
Ah,
um,
now I understand.
to how is this connected here? But I've been single 6 years. I cannot choose to be with someone if I'm not happy. Absolutely. I'd rather be alone. The worst feeling in the world is feeling alone while with someone.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
well said. Mhm.
That's what I said. With the proper someone, with a proper someone. Meantime, in the meantime, I will be lonely. I will be lonely. I'm not lonely at all. I'm
Mhm.
so happy. But yes, I think that's something that you can choose, because there's so much pressure now, especially for women, but for young people as well, to
Mhm.
say, no, no, you have to be your own human. You don't need anyone to be happy. Or maybe you want to have someone to be happy. Just search for the right person, and that's that.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
So the eyes are the windows to the soul. Oh, my
Oh,
dear
that is, we
God.
got that house after all. So that's Mike.
I
Ah, yeah.
So today I went. I just dropped in on my brother-in-law at his office because I like to do that sometimes. And I was telling him about the book, and so he was guessing that this book was about that. So he's making a little joke, And well, you are wrong.
But that is a good. It's a very good assumption. Actually, I didn't think about it. So that is a very common phrase. The
Yes.
eyes are the windows to the soul. Maybe the author could have gone this way, actually, to have something about the soul of the person inside the eyes. And if I eat these eyeballs, I will be eating the soul. That's very interesting, actually.
Actually, that's what Mike said during our conversation about that this afternoon. He was watching a movie. He said it was a Morgan Freeman movie, and I can't remember who else was in it. There's a character from Dexter in it that we were just talking about Dexter.
Okay.
Okay, now you're encouraging him, Mauricio. He says it exactly.
Because remember, in some societies in the past, when they had battles in between clans, so if the winning clan will eat the heart or the brain or some parts of the enemy to gain their powers and become stronger. So this is the same concept about the soul being inside the eyes. So it's really
the
interesting.
novel
actually.
goes there. The novel goes there at some point.
To where exactly?
No,
Towards the eating apart. For example, the eyes are meaningful in some other way. Like no.
not for the soul, not for the energy of the other person.
No, not this. No, it's not symbolic. It's just
Okay.
the taste, the feeling in the mouth. So that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so Mike was guessing. So that was what the movie that Mike was talking about. The Morgan Freeman movie was about that, about eating the eyes of someone else to get their soul. So anyway.
This book reminded me. There's a movie I like. I think it's from like 10 or 15 years ago, from Studio A24. The title is Raw.
Oh yeah,
Like Raw.
I
Remember?
didn't like it. It's what the one with the girl who starts cannibalizing.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Because
I didn't like
she's
it.
like a vegetarian that goes to this vet school, and she's forced to eat raw meat, and then she develops or raise this fixation on meat and then human meat, and then she becomes a cannibalist. So this book reminded me a bit of that. So it's that, not the symbolism of eating the food, the raw meat. It's the raw
experience.
aspect of doing it. Yeah, the experience, the taste, the texture, to feel it in your body. That's it. So it's not a symbolic thing.
Well, maybe the rage that comes from doing it, and well, it says here revenge.
Rage.
Like having revenge by violence in a very, very, like, I don't know, basic way. No?
Yeah, something like
that. Okay, it's well, I expect. I really expect lots of blood. I hope it has it, because
we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, there will. I won't say anything. And so,
okay, plot themes. Okay, this is interesting. We have already discussed about many of the plot themes in this book.
Exactly. And so, for me, I loved the feminism in this book. I love a strong female character that can take her power back. This book doesn't really examine that too well. We'll get into more details next week, of course. But I love a good girl power book. I love a she can do it type of book. And there's definitely elements of that in here. I wanted a whole lot more, but I also loved, some of the comments on the Asian experience. And I feel like Monika Kim has she has a lot to say about that, and she does a pretty good job, I think. Going back to the whole restaurant scene, because that doesn't give away too much. There's so many people who I think try to take their power, or try to take some power away from Asians and other cultures by pretending like they know so much about it, by pretending that they're experts in it, and also by giving their comments about how to make it better. How, it happens all the time. So I love the book for that reason. I thought she did a pretty good job with that stuff. It's so hard for me to talk about it though and not give it away.
So
Now,
these are going to be the hard sessions, the first
Yeah.
one for each book.
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
No?
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. We can have, I don't know, maybe we can develop some sort of platform for these first sessions for the three of us. So
Mhm.
we can like thrive all over the place without stepping on difficult things for the people
Mhm.
who hasn't read all the novel.
Mhm.
That's the idea. No, you will
Mhm.
understand more in the end. Javi. Oh, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Hopefully I will because I haven't started with the gore or only the little violence, the family violence, but the names has so much more about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no, for me it's like not boring but slowly paced, and I really don't like the half reference to Korea. I don't like. I'm not liking it in that aspect. I would love to know more about the Korean way of life of these parents toward their children, or how does it affects the developing of yourself in society, being half North American, half Korean, no, something like that.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Mm, and
Mhm.
yes, because what you said, John, it's very, very interesting. I've just had an argument, and you will think that it only comes from colonialistic countries,
Mhm.
no, but it doesn't. It isn't. It's just like with a girl from Argentina. I had this. I don't care. She just stepped in one of my toes. She said something like, "Oh, Mexican are like indigenous, non-developed people when they have this behavior." The video is about someone who is saying something like this to an England person in the past soccer play.
Mhm.
It's just awful. I don't like football because it brings the worst in people. In here in Mexico, it's just culture all
Mhm.
over the place with football. But it's a bad video about a bad person. But then she said something so ignorant and so racist to say that indigenous people are not developed people. It's like,
Mhm.
what are you talking about? And she's Argentinian. It's like, what? You're mestizo. You are not European. You are not first worlder, and you are saying these things. I will expect it from someone from the United States or Europe or somewhere
Mhm.
like that. But no, Argentinian, and we have that in Mexico as well. So I think it's a bad like trait in some people, that to be the experts about things they don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For example, magical realism, it's another topic of mine. Everybody knows what magical realism is, and they read it in English. It's just
Mhm.
absurd. It's ignorant. It's like, what? No, you have to know Spanish to really, really acquire magical realism because it's a Latin American genre. It's like I cannot have Dostoevsky can be translated. I can more or less comprehend it, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert in Russian literature or culture if I read it translated in Spanish. It's like, what? No, there are some things
Mhm.
that cannot be translated, no,
Mhm.
and they want to appropriate, for example, magical realism in so many other places, and
Mhm.
it's a Latin American genre, and that's that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but well, it's always the same thing. It's like what you said, people who get to be experts on what they do not know.
Right. Yeah.
So one thing about that. So remember we said the content warnings. So
Mhm.
one of them is that it's
Mhm.
racism, but not just the regular racism we do expect to see. It's
Right.
the Asian objectification. So that means a character, let's in this case from California,
Mm,
Mhm.
trying to let you know that he knows more about your culture than
mm,
yourself,
Right.
just because he is from a first world country versus people from another country that had to migrate to that place So then
Yes.
he becomes the know-it-all.
Right.
And I think in terms of plot themes, this is one of the biggest ones. And this
Mm,
is given to the character of George. George
Mm.
is the person who depicts this kind of situations or behavior from a person to make you feel less, because I know more about your culture than yourself. You
mhm,
don't live in your country anymore, so you don't know about your culture. But
Mhm.
me, I can study and I can have an education, so I know more about your culture than yourself. So that's, I think that's one of the main themes in this case.
mm,
The other themes I think we can discuss next week, because those will touch spoilers. There are
Right.
other themes, of course, but this one is like one of the core ones, because all the struggles of this lady, the struggles that the family has gone through,
mm,
all of those is triggered by this, by the Asian objectification. If they
Mm.
were in another society, if they were treated like equals, then none of this will have happened. They would have not met this person. The young lady, she will not raise this fixation about the eyeballs. So
mm,
we will not have this story. So I think this is one of the main plot themes, and it's
Mhm.
very well developed, I think, because of course the author knows real life situations and scenarios from this happening in the past.
So interesting. So it's just, I think Ashley says something like that. She doesn't like the word. You don't like the word immigrant. I think that's something interesting here in at least in Mexico and in some Latin American countries,
Mhm.
because we have grandparents or grandparents or maybe parents who have immigrated from Europe or from the United States, and we have been emigrating towards the United States, Canada, or Europe as well. We are accustomed to the immigration terms. Something even in at school you will study that properly. No?
Yep.
But I know that here at least in our country, we don't like that much the word expat, for example, because here in Mexico, you will have an expat
Mhm.
that it's really an immigrant from a first world country. So it's you have only expats from the United States, Europe, anywhere where money is more abundant and politics are better, uh, economically speaking, but we are immigrants in those countries, and
Mm.
you will tell us that we are immigrants or immigration this and that.
Mhm.
So we are saying always, oh no, you're not an expat here in Mexico, you're an immigrant, as we are there in the United States. No, it's
Right.
interesting what you're saying, because I think this semantics play a role on how we see people that come to from another country, maybe because they want to retire. Here in Mexico, we have retirement from all over those first world countries, and they have it better here because it's cheaper. But it's a pretty good life, no? And they call themselves expats, like expatriates. I don't know. It's from
Mhm.
something like that. It comes from there. Um, but it's not the way around. It's not the same if we go there. No, we're
Yeah.
immigrant, and well, Trump has made it plain and simple. No, we're it's
Hmm.
not
Hmm.
only immigrants; we're terrorists. So it's like the semantics play a huge role on how we see people from other countries in our country. No?
Yeah. Yeah. And so Ashley says she feels like the word sounds harsh, and she likes to call people new Canadians.
Because you are so kind, my dear Ashley. You are good people. Yeah.
That's so sweet, actually.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
pretty neat. Yes, thank you so much.
Ashley is the sweetest person.
Yeah.
And well, to Ashley's point, just down the road from where I live, we have the Association for New Canadians. It's an association where families who move here with their children, they can go there for resources, because it's so confusing when you move to a new country. Not everyone has a support system or a friend or a family member already here. And so they would go there. It's my understanding that they would go there to get resources about learning English, how to find healthcare, how to find the right education for your children. And so it's called the Association for New Canadians. So to Ashley's point, yeah, it's a better term, and it's something
Mhm.
that is already being adopted.
It's
And
so
Canada too, we're a nation that's defined by we're a nation of multiculturalism. Even on my block, we have I don't know how many different nationalities we have here on my block, but our block parties are the best. And our community meetups, we don't have too many of them, but they're just the best. There's some Ukrainian people, lovely people living on the other side of my fence. We have another family who are from, I can't remember if Sudan or Uganda, but anyway, we have a wonderful group
Mhm.
here with multiple new.
but it's interesting because it's more like cultural mindset, no, towards well-being, because the United States is made of pure immigrants.
Exactly.
Um,
Mhm, mhm,
they just stole the lands firstly from the North American Indians, the original people from there. They just decimated them, and eventually everybody went to America from every part of the world.
yeah.
And the United States is made out of people from other places. So that it's the same with you, but you have another quite different mindset about it. It's when you say immigrant, you are referring to the fact that someone migrated to other country because mostly a bad situation, violence, war, or something like that. And when you say new Canadians, it's the other way around. It's so
Mhm.
welcoming,
It's
so
welcoming.
interesting. You're not focusing on the fact of the migration of the emergency, but
Mhm,
you're focusing on how you are going to adapt the space and the people towards that new country. Is
mhm.
so interesting. It's a welcoming term for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that, Ashley.
No.
Um, cool.
Ashley says that she doesn't have idea where you live.
Oh,
What
yes.
area
I live
you join?
in a town called Georgestown. That's just the area of St. John's where I live. So yeah, really close to Georgestown bakery. That's true. There's a bakery. I never told you guys this, I don't think, around the corner from where I live. But I can never get there because they sell out instantly. And so by the time I get off work, I can't get my fresh bread because it's already sold.
What's the best bread that you can have in there? The best type of bread?
Uh, well, they have a wonderful sourdough loaf. They do sourdough whole wheat occasionally, but it's like just this beautiful, fluffy, chewy, delicious bread. I could eat it with eyeballs. I'm joking. I'm definitely going to get canceled from YouTube today. Uh,
No, 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 don't worry.
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I think Ashley, I know exactly where you are up by Greco. Anyway, we'll talk about that. And actually, if you want to borrow this other Monika Kim book between now and next week, you certainly can.
So
You
he
will enjoy
says
it.
that
Yeah,
their
for sure.
bagels are delicious.
When you guys come here, it's definitely going to have to be a destination. It's right around the corner from my house, and yeah, oh, their bagels. Yes, you're correct. That's what I should have said. They're sesame seed bagels and poppy seed bagels. They're
Mhm.
world famous, and so they encourage people to buy their bagels, take them home, and then bring them to other countries. They want to see pictures of their bagels in Mexico City or in Bogota. So we'll have to do that for them.
Yeah, we can have
Absolutely.
that. Yes, we
Yeah.
have bolillos and teleras. That torta that you have in your pin is made out of a telera. It's a type of bread
Later.
Mm,
specifically made for torta and bolillo as well. So yes, yes, yes.
cool.
So such good thing. Um, well, we will be speaking about you coming here promptly because I want to touch that, but privately. We
Mm,
are eagerly waiting for you, and we've already have a presentation that is the opening presentation for the Field Guadalajara just last Thursday or Friday, I don't know. So I was thinking of you all weekend long.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Yes, just so
cool.
interesting. Well, so we have like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So we can wrap with the expectations. So maybe Javi, you can tell us first which are your expectations. But you already touched some of
Yeah, I
them by
know.
now.
Well, I don't know. I would love to have gory. Um, well, I was expecting really the symbolic eating of the eyes. If that's going to be missed,
Mm.
I would love to have more gore,
Mhm.
more corporal satisfaction, maybe even sexual satisfaction by eating the eyes. I don't know, but revenge should be there at its height. So I would like to read that. I would love to see one of these two outcomes: she getting herself with this type of murder, because I think it's going to be like a serial thing, getting herself like with it, be happy with it, like in a Dexter type of thing,
Mhm.
or having the revenge, having its karma, towards her. So for me, it's like those two ways that it could go. If
Mhm.
nothing of that happens, I hope it's very inventive, because I cannot picture myself a third road towards the novel.
Mhm.
And I will expect to have more Korean culture in here, because when we did the Tiger and the Cosmonaut, we lacked the Chinese culture
Chinese, yeah.
Mm.
in the
Yeah.
novel. And I really do want to have some sort of cultural reference for a second generation character.
Yeah.
It should be there.
Mm.
I think more or less those are my expectations.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see next week.
We'll see how satisfied you are next week.
Yeah.
Oh, your book, your notebook. I yes. Oh, it's so wonderful. You're using it for the fiction finders. I didn't recall that. Oh,
I'm trying to get into a habit of reading my fiction finder books at home so I can write everything down. I don't want to take this everywhere with me because it'll
mhm.
start to fall apart. But yeah, this was given to me by Javi, and it's so beautiful.
Oh, yes, I love
All
it.
my
Wow.
important, all my secrets are in here, so I can't show you guys, unfortunately. Yeah, all my little notes about the books I'm reading go in here. Even some of my notes about the books that aren't related to the prize go in here too, because I want to look back on my reading year or years, because I'm going to fill this up so much and
Hmm.
have my memories with me.
Oh, I'm so
That's so
happy.
cute.
It's handmade by one of our best bookbinders here in Mexico, Olivia Samano.
Hmm.
She's just wonderful, and it's made especially for you, my friend. So, yes,
That's so nice.
so good.
Before we conclude, I just want to mention Joanna just made a comment here. The U.S. Way to treat their migrants is a product of the manifest destiny mindset and the precarious education system there.
Yeah.
When the U.S. citizen is exposed to more info, their mindset shifts almost instantly.
I wouldn't know, my dear Joey. I don't know so many
Mhm.
North American people. The ones that I know have been here for some time, or are migrants, immigrants here in Mexico. So I wouldn't know. What I've seen is that they are polarized. You can have this North American guy or woman who is empathetic and knows that we are all human beings and shouldn't be treated or thought in a bad way, and
Mhm.
you have the other absolutely different aspect of it. People who is just against all other, almost like you are in 1938
Mhm.
in Germany, something like that. It's just awful. So I wouldn't know. Speaking of Asia, I don't know. In Colombia, what would you say? Because Joe is from Colombia, I don't know, as well.
Hmm. Um, I don't know because myself, like you, I don't know so many immigrants that live in here from different countries. But
Mhm.
maybe I can tell you from my experience. I was an immigrant, or as you said, an expat for many years in the past in a Middle Eastern country. But back in there, they will always make sure that you feel like you are an immigrant. You must feel that you don't belong there. You feel that you were not born there. You were not raised in there. So you
Mhm.
are just there working, making money, and just working for a company or living there temporarily. You will not be living there forever because that's their land, it's their
Mhm.
place, and it's their society. And they are so kind to allow you to live in there, but just to make money.
Mhm.
So I think that's in some countries that's the mindset that okay, I will allow people to come here, but only to work and to make the economy to progress, but not
Mhm.
necessarily being like okay, so you are now part of the society and you will be so welcoming. So as Ashil was saying before, the new Canadians, that's actually the other way around. So
Yeah.
that's really welcoming. It's really a great mechanism by the government to allow immigrant people to live in there and to feel like a home, to feel like you are actually part of this place now. Yes, I will go there to make money, I will go there to work, but now I will be going there also to live, to fulfill your life in there.
Mm,
So I think it's the two ways around.
mm.
I am suspecting in the US, as you were saying, it's the other way around. So they don't like immigrants. They need them because they need the money and they need the workforce, but they don't like to treat them like part of the society, and that's the dilemma.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Mel. Oh, Ashley says, speaking of Asian culture, did you know that you should be mindful writing in red pen because in their culture they only write in red pen when someone dies? Or the seals. Hanko, for example, in Japan is
Mhm.
red to
Hmm.
Yeah.
seal some document and said this is
Mhm.
uh,
I didn't know that. It's
signed for.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Asian people also don't like you to look in the eyes out of respect, not due to ignorance.
okay. It's
Yeah,
true.
there's many little
Oh.
cultural things that I like to learn more about. I did take an Asian culture class actually at university many years ago. I mean, not that long ago, but yeah, probably 20 years ago, and I learned so much. But I don't think I learned those things.
Hmm.
Mm.
I will say that there are many different Asian approaches to relationships, and for example, Japanese culture is quite different from Korean culture, but quite
Yeah.
different. It's not the same at all.
Mhm.
Even the chopsticks are different in Chinese culture as well. Generally speaking, you will have these traits differently. For example, this seeing or not seeing someone
Mhm.
in Japanese culture, what you will be not showing is your mouth. Usually, you will speak like this,
Mhm.
but the eyes are telling the story of what you're saying. And yes, you can like do this, but you will stare at people as well. But the mouth is more important than the eyes in Japanese culture. Korean people is more harsh in their treat
Mhm.
with other even
Mm.
between Korean people. It's harsher.
Right.
But this is very interesting because at the beginning, when I was starting the book, I was also thinking, okay, the eyes are the best part, but why? Why are the eyes like the best part? I was thinking, why not the ears?
Right.
Why
Mm.
not the tongue,
Mhm.
a finger?
Mhm.
Maybe this book could be the ears are the best part, and and this girl likes to eat the ears or chew the ears. But yeah, I think this is coming from here because, as you said, in the beginning, there is also a mention about Korean eating the fish's
Mhm.
eyes. So
As
when you
luck.
eat the fish, you eat the eyes, right? But it seems not all Koreans do that. So it's like a superstition thing, right?
Mhm.
So it seems the
Right.
the elder people they do it, but the younger generations they don't like to eat the fish
Mhm.
eyes.
Mhm.
So I think everything is connected because, as Mike was saying, maybe it's the soul, so the soul is in the eye, and that is why
Mhm.
it's eating the fish's soul
Mhm.
in, somehow.
I
So
think
yeah, it's interesting to think why the eyes and not the other parts.
the mom says that eating the fish eyes is also to get lucky. No, the
Hmm.
more eyes you eat, the luckier you get.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I would rather be eating blue, wonderful eyes that are rarer in the world
hmm,
than brown eyes that are pretty awesome, but they are more common. No? So it's luckier
yeah.
to have blue eyes than green eyes for supper, for example.
Right. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
really interesting point. So next week we'll touch on this again because I think this might be raising another topic in the conversation.
For sure. For sure. Okay, great. Well, I had a wonderful time talking with you guys. You guys always help me think bigger, and you guys always broaden my experiences so much. And I know you do that and you guys do as well, Ashley and Marce. Uh,
Everyone in the chat, yeah, so
and
wonderful.
Joe, Marce, who is Christina,
Jeff,
Leonor,
my,
Marta,
Mike,
Rodo,
Cristina, Rodo,
well,
uh,
Mike, Dana,
Ale, Ali,
yes, Ali, Ali,
Alejandra,
Ali X.
Alex.
Ali X.
I will introduce you to Ali X. Maybe I don't think you've heard it, Ale. She's just wonderful. She's from Canada, and I love her. So
Mm.
we play her.
You can show her the song Galina.
God,
Galina, do you remember? That's a great song.
the one with that is a little more towards this gory thing. It's Black Eye, I will say.
Oh, Black Eye.
It's so
That's her hit. That's
yes,
the biggest hit. Yeah.
such a wonderful song. Yes, but Ali X. So now you're Ali. Ali De La Torre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone in the chat, everyone in the audience, everyone just listening to us. That's great. Even though some people say that they put our videos to sleep.
Yes, have wonderful dreams with me.
That's
Please,
great. That's great.
and our Snow White, gorgeous John here with his blue eyes and his fair skin and everything. Just have wonderful dreams about us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually a compliment for us.
Yes.
So to choose us in between all of these myriad of videos. So that's great. So thank you very much. And then we'll meet again next Monday. We'll discuss the book, but with full spoilers. So hopefully you will be able to finish it by then, and then you will be part of the conversation in a great way.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to next week. And that was great.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Javi.
Thank you both of you, and cheers from Mexico City.
Bye.
Bye.